calling all daring doers within radius of this radio tower. Have you ever dreamt of visiting the world before the fall? Seeing what it was like previous to our predecessors completing total annihilation? Perhaps you're an adamantine adventurer, tunneling into ruins in search of riches and treasure, waiting beneath blasted rubble. Or even a determined delver into the mortis amaranthine, eager to uncover knowledge from those long gone, who believe the grave was the most secure place to take a secret. If any of the above interest you, come visit Guthrie, a perfect place to take a stroll through time and experience a paradise you never could have dreamed of. The more stalwart and curious of you might choose to chase fleeting images by delving deep into the memories of those long past. Sponsors in the area are willing to pay for specific information to be gleaned, and interested and inscrutable individuals may apply at any of the relevant attractions within our town. Don't let this chance pass you by. Adventure! For those that dare to dream. Sponsored by the Dreammakers. Hello, gentle friends of the Sequoia Wastes. It's your friendly neighborhood wasteland radio DJ Coltrane coming in with the Dead Air Radio News Bulletin. It looks like a new road has been paved, at the low price of some final nights if the wreckage by the road meant anything, and tested by the only means that DJs could truly care to conform with, the mother of all road races. This event saw a myriad of participants from loads of different DJ factions, as well as some RECC-sponsored drivers, engage in the dangerous and adrenaline-pumping meat grind of an endurance race. Speeding across the new road through the dunes, drivers braved blinding sandstorms, hordes of Zed, and a creature called a road eater. This massive monster straight out of the Devil's Menagerie is apparently a gigantic tunneling worm thing as wide as the interstate that eats street, steed, and strain with impunity. In an act of charity and survival instinct, all participants worked together to put it down. But it seems that in this distraction, an unknown and unsponsored driver in solid black leather and a helmet won the race. Never giving their name, but collecting the prize for their victory and disappearing, no one has seen them, nor the remains of the interstate ingesting interloper, since. Rumors persist that this phantom driver is an individual known as the Wraith, though details of exactly what that means have been incredibly difficult to find. A little bit closer to home, and about as far as one can get from the desert, apparently the Richter set had some connected tunnels that led to the bottom of the lake, and, lo and behold, there seemed to be saltwires living under there, right under our noses. With the help of some townies and some deep diving gear, they were able to establish trade connections underneath the churning deep. Goes to show you never really know the bubble you live in. Speaking of living in a bubble, apparently the Sunatown Visitor Center had a bit of a missile crisis last month. According to reports, it just mysteriously activated. No pressed buttons or signals prior, just klaxons and confusion. Luckily, due to some help, it was contained. But scientists warn that there may be more suddenly activating missiles out there, and have sent out a plea for volunteers to help with research to scan radio waves for possible incursions and to jam incoming signals. Jeez, I guess we can add one more thing to the swords hanging over our heads, huh? So, I'm not so great at the whole feelings thing, but I want to try and let you guys know a thing. I'm seeing in the eyes, everywhere I go, a defiant but prevalent fatigue. We've all had on us for a while now what seems to be a crushing pressure on all sides. Pressure to stay safe, pressure to stand up, pressure to fight, pressure to do something about your situation and the situation, pressure to survive. People might not all be willing to talk about it, but it's affecting everyone. I just wanted to take a moment and remind everybody that though these are particularly stressful times we live in, more stressful than usual to be sure, that it's okay to not be okay. You still need rest, you still need food, you still need time, you still need quiet. And if every part of your brain screams that you should be doing something else somewhere else for one reason or another, remember that what you're doing, where you are, is important. What's the point in fighting for a fair and just home if there's no home to come back to at the end of it all? Cooks, keepers, sciencey folks, guards, shopkeepers, each and every one of these jobs are just as important as they've always been, if not more. It's okay to not be a soldier all the time. Sometimes all you can be is a voice, and sometimes that's alright. Fights ain't all won by throwing bodies at it. Sometimes it's a bunch of people lifting every voice to sing that it ain't okay what's going on until something gives. Remember that home is what the fighters are fighting for, and it's alright to be the one to make sure it's there when they get back. Chin up, stay strong, and best of luck, Chucklefox. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.